Rob Frazier here. This video, I want to talk about buying traffic, and something that a lot of people are, nervous or leery or weirded out about. When you're building a business online, when you're buying traffic, you may get initial results from that first traffic buy. A percentage of people are what's called lay down sales. Um, you know, there's something with like a door-to-door salesman. You knock on so many doors, and eventually you're going to find that one person. You knock on their door, they open the door, and they're immediately, going to want to buy whatever it is you're selling. That does happen, yes, but that doesn't happen a lot. And so a lot of people are wanting to um, get initial signups, especially when they buy traffic and they put their money on the line. But it's my intention that after you watch this video, you'll have a different mentality about it. For best results, it's a consistent thing. If I want to look like Arnold Schwarzenegger back in his prime, I have to go to the gym more than once. I can't just work out one time and expect, to have six-pack abs. It just doesn't work that way. If I want to have a big keg, I have to eat more than one chicken wing. I have to drink more than one beer. So it takes consistently buying traffic is what's going to bring you the most money. And this is the same thing that happened to me. Now, for the sake of simplicity, I'm going to just say $50. $50 is what we're going to be spending in this example. While this example is going to be hypothetical, this is exactly what has happened to me. Now, over here on the right, if I can find where my mouse is, this right here is a buying decision. This is where we're in the money and we're happy. Never mind my rudimentary drawings there. This right here is the baseline. We joined the business and we're ready to start advertising. So, the very first week, we spend $50, and every single time we spend $50, let's just say, for the sake of simplicity, that we get 25 leads. So, just sometimes when you buy traffic, you're going to get more. Sometimes when you buy traffic, you're going to get less. The traffic may be more expensive. The traffic may be less expensive. But for the sake of example and simplicity and math, every time we spend $50 in traffic, we're going to get 25 leads. So just understand that. So down here, we just spent $50. We've got 25 leads. We're $50 in the hole. But we're not in the hole because we now have 25 people to email. So the next week, we don't care. We're thinking like a business owner. We dropped the $50. Now we're down $100. But you get my point. We now have 50 people on our email list. And the first 25 people that we got from that first traffic order, we are emailing them our videos, we're emailing them our blog posts, we're emailing them our social media links. They are starting to get to know us, get to like us, and get to trust us, and they're going to start moving to the right, which is where that buying decision is. You see what I'm saying? So, without thinking, the next week we take $50 more, and we come down here, if I can find where my mouse is, and we buy our third traffic order. So now we're down, quote unquote, $150, but we now have 75 leads on our email list. And the first 25 and the second 25 are starting to warm up to us because we're emailing them. We're showing them this is how we're getting leads, this is our plan, this is our Facebook group, connect with me on Facebook, the whole deal. So now we have a bigger portion of those folks moving to the right, which is that buying decision. And you can see, and this same thing just happens week after week after week. So week 1, 2, 3, week 4, we spend $50, so now we spent a total of $200 on paid traffic, $50 a week. We now have a total of 25, 50, 100 people on our email list. So we spent $200. We have 100 leads that we didn't have before. And they're starting to get to know us, like us, and trust us. The first 25, the second 25, and now people from the third group of 25 leads, they're starting to move closer to that buying decision over there on the right. You see how that works? And we just keep moving forward. We just keep emailing our plan. We connect our, with these leads. We show them we're a real person. We give them our Facebook profile. We give them our phone number. We show them our plan. We show them this video. You see what I'm saying? And the same thing continues on. So the next week, find my mouse. We come down here. We buy another $50 in traffic. So now 50, 100, 200. We spent $250 on traffic. So now we're $250 in the hole. But we now have 50, 100, and now we have 125 people on our email list, and people from the first, second, third, and fourth group of 25 people, they're moving even closer to the right, which is where that buying decision is. This is where we want to get them. This is how we're going to do that. Bam! Our first $250 sale comes in. So now, all of that money we spent in traffic brings us right back up to the baseline. We now have proof, and we email that powerful proof to our email list. And that moves even more of these people on your email list to the right, which is where that buying decision is. What do? You now take $100 or $150 is my suggestion from that $250 sale, and you put that back into paid traffic. So now we take $150 from that $250 sale, and that will bring us down. This is the $150 line. We bought $150 worth of traffic, and instead of 25 leads, we now got 75 leads. You see what I'm saying? So because we bought a bigger traffic order, we're going to get even more leads now. So now we got 1, which is basically 25, 50. Now we got 75 leads from that $150 traffic order. Now that's even more people on our email list. So now we got 25, 50, 100, 150, 200 people on our email list who are starting to know us, like us, trust us, and even more of these people on this email list is starting to move to the right. Boom! Our second $250 sale comes in. So now that brings us from down here, negative 150. Now we're up to the $100 mark. You see what I'm saying? So now we have $100, and from that money, we take 150, put it right back into paid traffic. So now that'll bring us down here. And now, $150 we spend on paid traffic, we get 75 more leads. Because remember, every single one of these tick marks is 25. And now people from all of these categories are starting to move more to the right, which is going to get us closer to that buying decision. So this is going to continue. And as you get more and more people on your email list, you're going to start making more and more money. And so when you take a step back and you look at it, the line's just going to do this. Remember, this is the baseline. The baseline is 0, and you're initially going to go down, but you're going to bottom out once people start joining you, and that line is just simply going to do this week after week after week after week after week after week after week. I know because I've lived it. This is what has happened to me, and this is how I have the $1,000 days, and this is how I closed a $10,000 week. Because the line just goes down. Yes, in the beginning you're going to lose, quote unquote, you're going to go negative, but then sooner or later when people start joining you, as your email list grows, as more people move to the right towards that buying decision, more and more people are going to start joining you, and then you're going to have so much money that it's just like you're not even going to know what to do with it. And that's the situation that I sometimes find myself in. And it's really just that simple, because it's numbers. Once you get a big amount of leads to email and more people are getting to know, like, and trust you, they're going to start joining you. And then the money's just going to start coming in faster and faster. And that's just how it is. And every time money comes in, take a percentage, buy traffic, and it just keeps the whole thing going. So hopefully that explains things, but that's how it works. And initially it'll go down, but sooner or later once folks start joining, that'll just kind of skip that line, and then it'll just go like this. But it'll just keep going up. I can't make the screen big enough, but you get the point. So the overall line, you'll go down, and then it'll go up, and it'll just keep going up as long as you constantly take a percentage of that money, put it back in your business. Rob Frazier here. Under this video is going to be a link to MLM Leads, which is my traffic source, and actually under this link video is going to be a link to my system. The exact same system that I use. MLM Leads is the traffic source that I buy from, and I just follow the same plan, and you know, that's how I was able to close $10,000 in a week. So hopefully that explains some things. Links are below. We'll see you in the next video.